those who haven't met him yet, and for the folks at home, Santi Garces came to us from South Bend, Indiana, where he created the Department of Innovation and Performance for Mayor Pete Buttigieg. And as we were looking at what our next steps were going to be in this department and where we were going to take the city forward, we were blessed to have Santi move to Pittsburgh to join us in order to be able to help to lead that. He's been putting together an all-star team within the floor, and that team is committed to working to do as much as we possibly can do with the resources that we have, and then take it to the next step. And that doesn't only mean hardware and software, that means people with the workers in the city of Pittsburgh. It is my honor to be able to recognize who Director Garces has selected to be the employee of the month. As you know, most of the employees that we give this award to have worked in the city for 30 or 40 years. Chris has worked for the city for 1. But in that year has been able to transform some things that hadn't been changed for decades. When we came into office and we wanted to evaluate our snow plowing, we went to each of the divisions, and in each of the divisions on the wall was a clipboard, and many times photocopied so many times it was crooked, a list of streets written down, and that was the check mark for each of our public works drivers of where they would have to go. And many times when we would have either a big storm or we were shorthanded, we would have people going in from different divisions, unaware where those streets were, and having to do the best they could in order to be able to hit every street that they were asked to. As you know, we put in Snowplow Tracker. That gave us at least the ability to see if the roads were getting hit, but we still didn't have that system, a system that FedEx uses or a system that other companies use, which would tell the driver the most efficient route to be able to ride, and at the same time include things like when it's time to get the salt, and maybe you get the salt from the other division because it would help to improve the effectiveness of your route, and to be able to have a system in place that would answer all of those questions. And we said you have to do it in a year. So putting all of that together, when we'll be able to do the dry runs pretty soon, will give us a much better ability this winter to become much more effective and efficient in one operation of city government. And we do have the Director of Public Works here too, Mike Gable, and that cooperation between IMP and DPW is something that we need to do across all departments. That's what a Department of Innovation and Performance does. It helps every city worker to be able to do even more with the resources they have and provides them with the resources they don't. And that's another part of Chris's mission. Chris's mission is to look exactly at that employee involvement with our technology and to be able to evaluate when it's time to upgrade, what needs to be upgraded, and gives each employee the tools that they need in order to serve the public. Director, before I read this, I just thought maybe you'd like to say a few words as well.
Definitely.
Always good to see you.
Thank you. Yeah, likewise. Well, thank you, Mayor, and it is my pleasure to serve the city of Pittsburgh and serve my friends and colleagues in the Department of Innovation and Performance. I think that Chris exemplifies a lot of the values that we discussed in the department about keeping an eye on the customer as our mission. Chris is always thinking about how is it that the work that we do goes and impacts the people that are going to be using the systems that he's helping configure, including the snowplow tracker. This also stepped up at a time of need of upgrading over 86% of the computers in the city that we'll do in the next couple of years. And without hesitation, Chris stepped up and helped manage a project that doesn't necessarily lie within his area of expertise, but I think that he embraces uncertainty and he embraces great challenges with jolly spirit and that is something that is a true pleasure for those who work with him. And Chris is an incredibly smart person that has a very extensive and successful academic background, and we're lucky to have him in the department, and we're excited to see what else he does the time he's with the city.
Thanks, Director Chris. On behalf of the people of the city of Pittsburgh, it's my honor to award you with the Mayor Sophie Masloff Employee of the Month Award. And as I present this beautiful plaque to you, let me also do this as well in recognition of the work that you have begun for the city of Pittsburgh. Whereas Chris Belasco is a project manager at the City of Pittsburgh in the Department of Innovation and Performance, where he manages the implementation of large technology projects to improve city operations. And whereas Chris has been instrumental in leading the effort to improve snowplow technology, including retrofitting trucks with standardized salt spreaders, snowplows, and control boxes, optimizing snowplow routes, and enhancing the public snowplow tracker. And whereas Chris is also managing an enterprise-wide technical refresh on city employee computers. Many city employees have computers 5+ years old, and the tech refresh project will bring modern and job-appropriate computing devices to city employees by upgrading computers throughout the city on a regular cycle. And whereas, as an adjunct professor at the University of Pittsburgh's Graduate School of Public and International Affairs, Chris teaches courses in program evaluation and quantitative methods. And whereas Chris received his PhD in Public and International Affairs, Master of Public and International Affairs, BS in Information Science, and BA in Sociology from the University of Pittsburgh. Whereas Chris has been a true example of the power of public service. Though he has only served the city of Pittsburgh for just over a year, he has had a remarkable influence on our ability to deliver better services to the public. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, William Peduto, Mayor of the City of Pittsburgh, do congratulate and thank Chris Belasco for his service to the people of Pittsburgh, awarding him the Mayor Sophie Masloff Employee of the Month Award for August 2019. Furthermore, declaring Thursday, August 29th, 2019 is Chris Belasco Day here in our most livable city.
Wow, what a lovely proclamation. Thank you. First of all, I want to show this off because it's very nice, and thank you very much. Thank you for this honor. I appreciate it. Thanks to Director Garces, Deputy Director Norman, to Andrew, Director Gable, to my coworkers who are all here. I very much appreciate seeing you, and my interns who we've been able to bring on, but not least my wife, Jess, and Amelia and Rosie. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks to each of you for supporting me to be able to do this work. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy coming in here every day. I'm happy to put a smile on my face doing it. I just want to say two things. One, you are aware I'm a student of government, right? And so, when we do that kind of work, we have to take it seriously. And to be able to learn, come in here and do data-driven projects that help make decisions and to help us to do better work or make the work of the city better, right? It's so much fun, and it's a real honor. So I appreciate the ability to do that. And the second thing I want to say is that, in the line of that, right, we are stewards of the public purse, right? And so in doing so, we have to be very careful in managing the funds that we're given and the work that we do, right? So we all have to work hard, and the ability to push the limits of doing so is something that we should be doing here. And so thank you for the opportunity, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.